The hardest part isn't just the tears, it's the realization that I've given so much of myself to someone who can make me feel so small. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left wondering if I'll ever be whole again. Love isn't supposed to hurt like this, but you've made me cry in ways I never thought possible. And though the pain feels unbearable at times, I know that it's a reminder of how deeply I loved and how much I gave of myself. It's hard to let go of someone who's touched your soul in ways you can't explain. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and though I wish I could move on, a part of me will always carry you with me. There are moments when the pain of loving you is almost too much to bear. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left wondering if it's possible to heal or if I'll always carry this ache in my heart. I never knew that love could break me in this way, leaving me feeling lost and broken. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left searching for answers in the silence you've left behind. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, but in those tears, I've also learned something about myself. I've learned that even in the darkest moments, there is strength to be found in vulnerability and in letting go. The pain of losing you has left me feeling hollow, as if a part of me has been ripped away. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left with the pieces of a heart that once knew joy. I used to think that love was supposed to heal all wounds, but you've shown me a different side of it. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left to wonder if love is both a blessing and a curse. I've shed so many tears for you, each one a reflection of the love I once had. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and yet, as much as it hurts, I still can't seem to walk away from the memories we created together. I never realized how much someone could change my world until you came into it. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left with a heart full of what could have been and a soul longing for peace. The tears I've cried for you are not just about the pain you caused, but about everything I once hoped we could be. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left with the silence you've left behind. Love isn't supposed to be this painful, yet here I am, crying in ways I never thought possible. You've touched my heart in ways that both heal and hurt, and I can't seem to find a way to let go of the love that once felt so true. The ache in my chest is a constant reminder of everything I've lost. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left wondering if I'll ever be able to love again without the shadow of you lingering over me. I never thought I'd find myself crying over someone like this, but you've shown me a side of love that's both beautiful and heartbreaking. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm trying to heal the wounds you've left behind. The hardest part about loving you is knowing that no matter how much I cry, you'll never fully understand the depth of my feelings. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and yet I can't help but keep hoping for something more. You've taken pieces of me that I can never get back, and in doing so, you've made me cry in ways I never thought possible. And now, all I can do is hold on to the memories, hoping that one day the pain will fade. I never imagined that love could break me in such a profound way. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left with the pieces of a heart that once beat for you. In the silence between us, I can still hear the echoes of everything we were. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and even though the tears have stopped, the longing still remains. Sometimes, the hardest part of love is knowing when it's time to let go. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and yet a part of me still holds on to the hope that one day we'll find our way back to each other. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and I wonder if that's what love is. A beautiful mess of emotions that leave us both shattered and whole at the same time. The tears I've shed for you are not just a reflection of my pain, but of how deeply I loved you. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and yet I can't bring myself to let go of the love I still feel. I never thought I'd cry this much for someone, but you've made me feel things I never thought possible. You've left a mark on my heart that I can't erase, and now I'm left to wonder if I'll ever be able to heal. I never imagined that love could hurt this much, yet somehow, here I am, drowning in feelings I don't fully understand. You've broken me in ways I didn't think were possible, and yet I find myself still loving you. I thought I knew what pain felt like, but the moment I met you, I was introduced to a whole new level of heartbreak. The tears I've shed are a reflection of everything I've lost, and yet somehow I can't bring myself to let go. In the quiet moments when the world fades away, I can still hear the echoes of everything you've made me feel. The weight of your absence presses on me, and I wonder how something that once brought me so much joy could now be the reason for my tears. You've made me cry in ways that words can't describe. Every tear I've shed is a testament to the love I once thought was unbreakable. Yet, here I am, shattered, and questioning how we ended up here. I didn't think it was possible to feel so much at once: love, regret, sadness, and longing. You've pulled at my heartstrings in ways I never saw coming, leaving me wondering if it's even worth picking up the pieces anymore. Sometimes I wonder if the pain is worth the love. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, but you've also given me the kind of love I never thought I would experience. And even though I'm broken, I can't seem to walk away. The tears I've shed for you are not just the result of what you've done to me. They are the reflection of everything I've lost within myself because of you. But still, I can't help but hold on to the fragments of love that once felt so real. I never thought a single person could have such power over my heart. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, unraveling pieces of me I didn't know existed. And yet, I find myself still searching for the parts of you I once loved. The hardest part about loving someone is realizing that sometimes the very love you give can be the thing that breaks you. You've shown me what it means to hurt in ways I never expected, and now I'm left trying to pick up the pieces. I used to believe that love could heal all wounds, but you've shown me the other side of that truth. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left wondering how much of myself I've lost along the way. You've touched my soul in ways I never thought anyone could, and now you've taken pieces of me that I never thought I would lose. But even as the tears fall, I can't seem to let go of the love I still have for you. It's strange how someone can break your heart, and yet you find yourself longing for them in ways that make no sense. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and yet I still hope for a future that includes you. I never knew that love could be this complicated, beautiful yet painful, fulfilling yet heartbreaking. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and yet I find myself still holding on, as if the pain is somehow worth it. Sometimes I wonder if the tears are a sign of strength or weakness. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left wondering if I'm strong enough to let go, or if I'll keep holding on to something that no longer exists. You've opened up parts of my heart that I didn't know could be touched, and in doing so, you've shown me both the beauty and the sorrow of love. I never imagined that one person could make me cry this much, yet here I am, still missing you. I've cried over you more than I ever thought I would, and yet I still carry you in my heart. Your absence has left an emptiness that I can't quite explain, but somehow I still find myself thinking about you, even when I wish I could forget. Love is supposed to make us stronger, but sometimes it breaks us in ways we never expected. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, And now I'm left picking up the pieces of a heart that once felt so whole. I never realized how deeply someone could affect me until I met you. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I'm left with memories that both haunt and heal me, reminding me of what I've lost and what could have been. There are moments when I wish I could go back and undo everything. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, but even as I feel the weight of that pain, I can't help but cherish the good moments we had. I never imagined that love could leave such a deep scar on my heart. You've made me cry in ways I never thought possible, and now I find myself questioning whether the love I gave was worth the pain that followed. You've shown me a side of love that I never thought I would see, one filled with both beauty and sadness. I never thought someone could make me cry in ways that feel like an endless storm, but here I am, hoping for sunshine on the other side.